not just share these songs, but also all be encouraged together to use what we have been given on this earth for God. That's everybody in their own way, using what God has given us with boldness. It's not pride. It's, God has given me something, let me share it with you. And that's why we're here today. It's not about Stephanie and Sabrina, it's about everybody here, God's church, his bride, who he's coming back for.
Yes.
But not before he's finished his work with us.
That's right.
So the idea for this project started last year. We were kind of thinking, is it going to happen? We have these songs, we don't really have a complete set. What do we do? And so it all came together eventually. And then at the beginning of this year, we were able to plan a trip to Romania, where, as maybe some of you know, for 3 weeks, we were on a mission trip in Romania, for the first part in Vaslui, to be more specific, and in other parts as well, in the eastern part of Romania, as well as Moldova, Chisinau to be exact, and then around to the western side of Romania. So from there, we did mission work there, and then we're able to do all the recording, 13 tracks. There's 13 tracks on the album, all there in 3 days with the help of
When we were planning it, we're like, this is a huge goal. We want to accomplish, we want to go on our mission trip. We've never been on one, and we're really excited. But we also want to record an album. I'm like, okay, let's try to fit in everything.
Is this a good idea to put it after a long trip? What do we do?
What's going to happen? Are we even going to have vocal cords anymore? Are they going to disappear? What's going to happen?
That was the thing, was that throughout the mission trip, every night you were in a different city, you were in a different church, in a different place, on the side of the road, wherever, to sing, to declare the gospel to people who never heard.
You're just constantly.
And it didn't matter if you were tired or not, you were singing. We have Danny, who was also part of that trip with us. Say hi, Danny. Everybody say hi to Danny. He's from Seattle. We all joined in Bucharest and went from there. And it didn't matter if you only got 4 hours of sleep the night before. You were there. You were singing. You were speaking. You were praying for people, encouraging them. So at the end, throughout it, we were like, did we do a good idea to put the recording project after this? But in the end, it ended up being God's amazing scheduling and planning, because through that we learned what an amazing value people have in the eyes of the Lord. What an amazing thing. Isaiah 43 says that you are precious in my sight. I give countries for you. I give people for you. I declare that you are my beloved. You are the one that I saved. You are my Israel. We are his Israel. We have so much value in the eyes of the Lord. So we were able to take that and record with that in mind.
And looking at the people just in Romania and seeing just the circumstances and the differences there, and seeing that God loves them who don't even know what a Bible is, or don't even have one in their church. They don't even have a pen that you can find. But God loves them, and God loves us, and in our own different circumstances, it's just so important to know every single person has value in his eyes. And when we would sing the song, Ai valoare în ochii lui Dumnezeu, which is translated, you have value in the eyes of God, it was as if people were receiving from God those words, and there were tears in their eyes, and they were saying, my life, it has purpose. It doesn't matter that I am right now in a church service that's in the middle of the road, in the middle of a dirt road. It doesn't matter. I'm here, and God created me, and he loves me, and just like he loves all of us.
So that's one part of it behind the album. The other part is this album is a compilation of songs that we've done over the past few years, specifically 3 or so years. Some are older as well. We have one from our dad that he wrote when he was in college, actually. So we have a wonderful family reunion on one of the tracks too.
It's the one that starts out like Titanic. So you.
Oh, that's the one that. So that's one of the oldest ones, but
there was a flute, and no, it was not done by GarageBand.
That was a real flute.
Nice.
Thank you to Alin Timofte.
Thank you so much.
And his instrumental. This is being filmed, so Hi. And he did the instrumental. So the reason we did it in Romania was because we knew about, my dad actually sang in a band with Alin Timofte's dad. And who knew that years later, we would be able to have connections with his son and be able to know him, and he would do our instrumental and we'd do our music and we'd tell him the ideas that we had and melodies and come together, and this project came together after like my dad's connection with his
from
dad.
childhood, exactly. So the songs came from a lot of joyous moments, a lot of really great times where we saw God provide for us and show us His awesome work in our lives and our hearts specifically. But those